You know that feeling when someone stops talking to you, not because they're angry but because they've given up. That's what happened to Sarah. Welcome to our enchanting world of storytelling and folktales, where stories from different cultures come alive. Join us as we explore timeless tales filled with wisdom, adventure, and moral lessons that have been passed down through generations. Immerse yourself in the rich narratives that celebrate the diversity of human experience. Subscribe for captivating storytelling and discover the magic within each tale. She met Daniel on a rainy Tuesday. He was the kind of person who made you feel seen. When he looked at you, really looked at you, it felt like you were the only person in the world. Their love was simple, honest. Coffee in the morning, long walks in the evening, and conversations that lasted until 2 a.m. For 2 years, they built a life together. Small moments became their foundation. The way he'd leave sticky notes on her mirror saying, "You're beautiful." The way she'd pack extra cookies in his lunch. They didn't need grand gestures, they had each other. But somewhere along the way, the silence crept in. It started small. Daniel stopped answering texts as quickly. When Sarah asked about his day, he'd say it was fine and nothing more. The sticky notes disappeared. The late-night conversations became early bedtimes. She told herself he was just stressed from work, that he was tired, that it would pass. But it didn't pass. One night, Sarah cooked his favorite meal. She set the table with candles, hoping to bring back the warmth they'd lost. Daniel came home, sat down, and ate in silence. She watched him, waiting for him to notice, waiting for him to say something, anything. "Is everything okay?" she finally asked. He looked up. For a moment she saw something in his eyes, sadness, maybe guilt, but then he just nodded and went back to eating. That's when Sarah realized the silence wasn't just silence, it was a message. He was already gone, even though he was sitting right in front of her. Days turned into weeks. She tried everything. She asked questions. She gave him space. She cried. She even got angry, but nothing changed. Daniel had built a wall between them and he wouldn't tell her why. The breaking point came on a Sunday morning. Sarah woke up to find Daniel packing a bag. "Where are you going?" she whispered. He didn't look at her. "I need some time." "Time for what, Daniel? Please, just talk to me, tell me what's wrong." He zipped up his bag and for the first time in months he really looked at her. His eyes were full of pain but his lips stayed closed. "I can't do this anymore," he said softly. And that was it. No explanation, no fight, no closure, just 7 words that shattered everything they'd built. Sarah stood there in their apartment, surrounded by memories, wondering how love could just disappear without a sound. How trust could break without a single lie being told. Because sometimes the silence hurts more than any words ever could. But here's what Sarah learned in the months that followed. She learned that she couldn't force someone to open their heart. That love requires two people willing to fight, willing to talk, willing to stay even when it's hard. She learned that she deserved someone who wouldn't go silent when things got difficult. Most importantly, she learned that broken trust doesn't always come from lies. Sometimes it comes from the things left unsaid, from the conversations never had, from the feelings buried so deep they suffocate the love that once lived. Today, Sarah is okay, not perfect but okay. She still thinks about Daniel sometimes, wondering if he ever found the words he couldn't give her, but she's no longer waiting for them. Because she finally understood, some chapters end without the closure we crave, and that's okay, we can still turn the page.